Mike Mancuso is the third generation of a family that's having a dramatic impact on the growth and development of the greater Carbondale area. His entrepreneurial spirit, love of community and the people in it have garnered him the title Pioneer Hero. Research shows that our children are mirrors reflecting images of what happens around them. And Mike is a product of that theory as well as a reflection of it to his children and future generations. Growing up in Carbondale, Mike Mancuso lived on the east side of town, playing with friends and always involved in some kind of sports.
And we would be on our bikes up at the East Side Park playing either baseball or basketball or, on the swings. And then we also used to build a lot of forts. That was big back in the day is, we built forts and where my parents lived in the back was probably, I don't know, at least 5 acres that went back below where the old East Side Park was. And we had so many forts that we built and we would stay out all night and sleep in them. And, it was really a lot of fun. It was a great neighborhood.
Thanks to his grandparents, Mike learned tennis and swimming and got his first exposure to the greater Carbondale Y.
It was nice being able to go to the YMCA and, I started basketball there. Dodgeball, day camps. Every summer we spent probably 6 to 8 weeks there at day camp all day long.
Mike attended public schools in the Carbondale Area School District and got involved in many activities there: basketball, track, the German Club, Future Business Leaders of America, tennis, and football. Mike also worked hard on the field and in the weight room, preparing him for a football scholarship to William and Mary. He later transferred to East Stroudsburg University and was named an All-American wideout in both his junior and senior year. It was also there that he met his future bride, Jennifer. Mike majored in accounting at ESU. His parents had accounting backgrounds, and his mom ran an accounting business from their home. He had an interest in someday owning his own business.
My one grandfather owned a scrapyard. The other grandfather was an insurance agent. So everybody in the family was kind of an entrepreneur. We had a lot of different businesses in the family, and I kind of caught on to that. I really loved that idea of, really having my own business at some point in my life. And when we would sit down at the dinner table every night at 5, a lot of our discussions were business related. Even as little kids, I remember the talks back and forth about, this business or that business that we owned. And, I think I kind of just, it was ingrained, to be an entrepreneur.
Mike's first job out of college was a 5-year stint as a senior accountant at Keystone Automotive in Exeter. It was a great learning experience in long 10 to 12-hour days. He then became executive vice president of a Carbondale company coming out of bankruptcy. This position gave him experience in sales, marketing, and building a strong business. He earned an MBA in finance from Marywood University to strengthen his knowledge and skills. Mike's dream of owning his own business finally became a reality when the opportunity arose to purchase Figlamini's pharmacy in Carbondale.
Friends of ours owned 2 retail pharmacies in Carbondale, and my wife was working at that time for them, and I had gone to him and said, do you think it's time we could start negotiating a sale? Because I was doing their book work on the side. So I kind of had an idea, where the business was financially and this and that. And he had said that, yeah, we can start to work a deal out. So in 2005, January 2005, we started with 2 retail stores that we purchased.
Mike's ability to see the changing trends in private pharmacy ownership led him to change his business model to a long-term care pharmacy, serving regional nursing homes and elder care around the region. He later sold the retail pharmacy to Rite Aid and continues to grow his business. Mike's various other business enterprise titles include property owner, landlord, and area employer.
Growing up, I saw, grandparents and parents always, never treated anyone any different, no matter where they were from, what they looked like, how much money they had. And it was one of those things, if you take care of, everyone, everything's going to take care of, everything's going to work out for you.
Mike is an avid hunter And through his love of the outdoors comes his latest entrepreneurial venture, Mancuso Farms. Jennifer's grandfather owned a 160-acre farm on Elk Mountain. Mike and Jennifer purchased the land and began raising grass-fed Black Angus cattle, a business Mike calls his true passion. With all the business endeavors in which he's involved, and his desire to spend more time with his wife and 3 children, Morgan, Nick, and Brooklyn, Mike is still actively involved in the community, especially the Greater Carbondale YMCA. His children are now the 4th generation of family members taking advantage of the Y's services.
I definitely think that the YMCA is a benefit to the area. You know, you can go over there on, say, a Friday morning at 7 o'clock to work out, and it's hard to get a machine sometimes. So to see that growth in this community, and you know, they say if you build it, they will come. Well, they did, and it was just amazing to see that transformation. But it's such a great, great anchor for this town.
And the dedication that Mike's family has shown to the community and the YMCA through their various fundraising efforts had a tremendous impact on him as he grew up. He became an active part of the Y's Major Capital Campaign, an organization that had an impact on him and the needs of a growing community.
My parents and my grandparents were always involved, you know, with the YMCA and my dad and other organizations, so I knew giving back to the community was very, very important.
And Mike's giving back to the community is a reflection of what he's experienced all of his life and what he's doing now to pay it forward. The mark of a true pioneer hero.
I'd like to thank everyone that showed up tonight at this great Pioneer Award banquet. I'd like to congratulate the other 3 recipients of the Pioneer Award. I'd also like to thank my family, my parents, my grandparents, for getting me involved in the Y from the time I was a little kid and teaching me that giving back to the community is very, very important. I also would like to thank the staff of the YMCA. I think you guys do a great job at everything you do. This YMCA has become one of the biggest and most important anchors in the city of Carbondale, and I appreciate everything you guys have done over the past years.